Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you've ever been to a live football match, you know the feeling. The roar of the crowd, the sea of colors, the collective gasp, the explosion of joy. It's more than just a game, it's an experience. The stadium itself becomes a living, breathing entity, a 12th man on the pitch. Today, we're diving into the most electrifying cauldrons of passion in world football. These are the stadiums whose atmospheres didn't just support their teams, they changed the very fabric of the game forever. Let's start in Turkey, at the home of Galatasaray. Now officially known as the Rams Park, many will forever remember it as the Ali Sami Yen Stadium, nicknamed Hell, and for visiting teams, it truly was. The fans are legendary for their welcome, flares, smoke, deafening noise, and massive banners that read "Welcome to Hell." This isn't just intimidation, it's a declaration of identity. The Galatasaray fans created a blueprint for psychological warfare from the stands. They showed the world that a fan base could be an active participant in the battle, using sound and spectacle to unsettle even the most seasoned professionals. Legends like Ryan Giggs and Paolo Maldini have admitted that the noise and pressure were unlike anything they had ever experienced. The sheer ferocity of the atmosphere forced teams to develop a new level of mental resilience just to survive, let alone win. From the heat of Istanbul, we travel to the passion of South America. Welcome to La Bombonera, the chocolate box, home of Boca Juniors in Buenos Aires, Argentina. What makes this stadium so unique? Its design. With one flat stand and three steep, almost vertical ones, the acoustics are incredible. The fans, known as La Doce or the 12th man, are famous for making the ground literally shake. This isn't a myth. Engineers have measured the vibrations. When the fans jump and sing in unison, the stadium trembles. This phenomenon, called La Bombonera late, the Bombonera beats like a heart, creates a visceral, intimidating experience for opponents. Players have said it feels like the pitch is moving beneath their feet. This atmosphere has embedded itself into Boca's DNA. It fuels their aggressive, passionate style of play and has become a symbol of how architecture and fan culture can merge to create a fortress that is both physically and psychologically daunting. Next, we head to Germany, to Borussia Dortmund's Signal Iduna Park, and specifically to its south stand, the Gelbwand or the Yellow Wall. This is the largest freestanding grandstand in Europe, holding nearly 25,000 fans. When you see it in full flow, it's one of the most breathtaking sights in all of sports. It's not just the size, it's the organization, the noise, and the visual choreography. The Tifo displays are legendary works of art, telling stories of the club's history and passion. The Yellow Wall perfected the modern concept of organized, large-scale fan support. It showed that an atmosphere doesn't have to be based on pure hostility. Instead, it can be a tidal wave of positive, unified energy, a spectacular show of love for the club. It inspired a new generation of fan groups across Europe to focus on creating these massive, coordinated displays, turning the stadium into a canvas for their devotion. Now for a trip to the UK, to a place where a song became an anthem for the entire footballing world. I'm talking about Anfield, the home of Liverpool FC. The atmosphere here is built on history, emotion, and one iconic song, "You'll Never Walk Alone." Soon before every home game, it's a moment that transcends sport. It began in the 1960s and has since become a global symbol of unity, hope, and defiance. The sound of the Kop, Liverpool's famous stand, singing this anthem in unison is legendary for inspiring comebacks and unnerving opponents. Think of the famous Champions League nights, where the team, against all odds, seemed to be carried forward by the sheer will of the crowd. Anfield's atmosphere taught the world that a stadium's power could come from a shared emotional connection, a tradition passed down through generations. It's not just noise, it's a spiritual experience that has given Liverpool a tangible advantage time and time again. Let's cross the Irish Sea to Glasgow, Scotland, and talk about Celtic Park. When Celtic play their arch-rivals Rangers, the Old Firm Derby is one of the most intense, raw, and politically charged fixtures in football. The noise at Celtic Park on a European night is something to behold. Players like Lionel Messi and Xavi have called it the best atmosphere in Europe. What makes it so special is the fusion of sporting passion with deep cultural and historical identity. The songs, the chants, and the sheer volume are a powerful expression of who the fans are and where they come from. Celtic Park's atmosphere demonstrated how a football match could be an outlet for a community's identity, a place where history and social context amplify the on-pitch drama to an almost unbearable intensity. It's a reminder that for many, football isn't just a game, it's everything. Our final stop takes us to the historic Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. While its modern version is more comfortable, the old Maracanã, which once held nearly 200,000 people for the 1950 World Cup final, was a different beast. It was the cathedral of Brazilian football, the spiritual home of O Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game. The atmosphere wasn't just about noise, it was a festival. Samba bands played in the stands, fans danced, and the stadium pulsed with a rhythm and joy that mirrored the flair of the players on the pitch. The Maracanã's atmosphere showed the world that supporting your team could be a celebration, a party. It exported the idea that football could be played and watched with a sense of freedom, creativity, and happiness. This carnival-like atmosphere influenced how fans around the world expressed their joy and became synonymous with the Brazilian style that has captivated generations. From the intimidating hell of Istanbul to the trembling heart of Buenos Aires, the artistic wall of Dortmund, the soulful anthem of Liverpool, the raw identity of Glasgow, and the joyful carnival of Rio, these stadiums and their fans have done more than just cheer. They've shaped tactics, influenced results, and created legends. They've shown that the space where we watch football is just as important as the game itself. The atmosphere is the soul of the sport, the invisible force that can turn a simple match into an unforgettable piece of human drama. What do you think? Which stadium has the best atmosphere in the world? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through football's most iconic cauldrons, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the beautiful game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.